Okay, here today we get some trigo limits over here with the trigo formula. So till part 2 we have discussed till rationalization, and now it's point number 5. It's this formula. You can see in box that limit sin x, limit extends to 0. I must write extends to 0. Sin x by x is 1. Okay, so based on this limits formula we have certain sums. I have selected a few sums over here. I will show you how to do, but most importantly you must know that for these trigo limits solution or solving these trigo limits, you must need to know the multiple and submultiple formula, okay, which we have already done in class 11 in the trigonometric functions chapter. Okay, so here what we do, we will put 1 minus cos 2x. The formula is 2 sin square x. There is a direct formula over here, so we put 2 sin square x by x. Now x tends to 0. What we get over here, please see, the 2 comes out because 2 is a constant, that comes out. Now sin x square, sin square x by x square I put, because I multiplied an x, so I wrote another x over here. Okay, and x tends to 0. So this is my structure. Okay, that 2 sin square x by x square dot x. Now this becomes what? This part, limit x tends to 0. Now it becomes sin x by x whole square. Just see, as if it becomes L1 square. Okay, so in that way it's getting like this, dot x. Okay, so this part is becoming 1. Okay, so 2 1 square, and there is a limit x tends to 0 over here for this x, which gives you 0, and the answer becomes 0 over here. Okay, so you must understand this, that because of this x we put a 0 over here, it's something like L1 dot L2 happening, rather L1 square dot L2 happening. So this is a limit square, this is another limit, limit x tends to 0 and x, so we put a 0 and we got the answer. Okay, now the next sum is tan x minus sin x by this. Okay, so what I will do, I can take a sin x common from here. Look at it. If I take a sin x common, it becomes 1 by cos x minus 1. Okay, so it becomes like this, divided by x square, and I write a x over here. So look at this x cube is, it's divided as x and x square in the two parts. So before I write x tends to 0, so this is must always you will write. So here again we will divide into L1 L2. L1 L2 you know how to do, x tends to 0. So I see the formula over here. I did this because I see the formula over here. So this will become 1. Okay, and another part which is this is something like limit x tends to 0, 1 minus cos x, 1 minus, okay, I'll write it a little clearly so that you can see, 1 minus cos x by x square is there, and cos x is also there. Please look at it. Now this you know, this will become 1 by formula. Okay, and we need to work with this. So if I write over here, this is 1, this thing is 1, and 1 minus cos x, you can use the same formula, same identity over here. As I told you, 1 minus cos 2 theta is 2 sin square theta, which I have also used over here in the previous sum. So I can write over here limit x tends to 0, and this becomes 2 sin square x by 2. Why x by 2? Because this is 1 minus cos x. This is not 1 minus cos 2x. So I can write like this. Below I will write a x square over here, and now this cos x will be removed to another limit. So it becomes like this. 1 by cos x. So you can see now it becomes like this. Okay. 1 into another limit, that is L1, L2 or L3. Okay. So this will again become 1. Why so? Because when you put 0 over here, cos 0, it becomes 1. So this will also become 1. Okay. And for this, what we will do, we will write. So then definitely we will write. So the 2 comes outside. Okay. I will write the 2 outside. I will write the 2 outside. And limit sine square x by 2, so I can write over here sine x by 2 whole square, right? And x square is there, so I can write x by 2 whole square. So basically what I am doing, you see, I am dividing by 4. If I divide by 4, I have to multiply a 4 over here also, leading over here x by 2 tends to 0, and this becomes 1, this bracket becomes 1, giving you 2 by 4, which is half dot 1 square. That means it's a half will be the answer. Okay, so please see this. So why I divided by 4? Because here I need to have the format of the formula. So that's why we did like this. Okay, after this sum we get another sum, number 3 over here. So that is sine 2x plus sine 3x divided by 2x plus sine 3x, whereas limit tends to 0. So this sum we will do. So this is a very typical sum. Let us do. What we will do, we will follow the structure of L1 plus L2. This can be done actually by L3 plus L4. Then it will be done very easily. So what we will do, we will divide by x to numerator and denominator. So if we do like that, we will get something like this, 2x by x. Then limit, then sine 3x by x. Okay. Then this 2x by x also. Okay, and then again sine 3x by x. So this is the thing. So if we do like this, and limit of course x tends to 0. So look at the terms, it resembles like this, L1 plus L2. So I will break it into 4 limits. Okay. So as we know that limit fx by limit gx, it can be written in the division form. So here I can write like this, limit x tends to 0 sine 2x by x. Okay. Then plus limit x tends to 0 sine 3x by x. Then limit x tends to 0. Here 2x by x cancel out, so only 2. Plus limit x tends to 0. So look at this form. It has taken this form, L1 plus L2 divided by L3 plus L4. Now sine 3x by x. Okay. So now we will proceed with after. 1 second please. So again you see a 2 is required over here. So it will become like limit sine 2x to get the formula by 2x. So I multiply a 2 over here. So 2x tends to 0. For over here we need a 3 over here. So I write limit sine 3x by 3x. I multiply the 3, so our 3 outside. So here 3x tends to 0. So whenever you are writing this 2x, 3x, you must write one thing over here. I'll show you. You write as x tends to 0, 2x also tends to 0. And 3x also tends to 0. So these are the important things you must write beside, so that you show this that x and 2x everything is becoming 0. Now below it's already 2, so we can put 2 because there is no effect of x over here. So we can already put 2. And the same thing I write over here, the 3 limit 3x tends to 0. Then sine 3x by 3x. So if I do this, you can understand what is going to happen. This will become 1. Again this will become 1. Again this will become 1. So with the effect we get 2.1 plus 3.1 divided by 2 plus 3.1. So the answer becomes 1. It's 5 by 5. So this is the answer. I hope you understood. Now we get another sum, that is sec 4x minus sec 2x whole divided by sec 3x minus sec x, whereas x tends to 0. So we start with this by writing 1 by cos 4x to each of this. So 1 by cos 4x, then 1 converting them each of these to cos. So cos 2x like this, 1 by cos 3x minus 1 by cos x. So limit x tends to 0. Now if we do this, we can subtract next step, giving us x tends to 0, cos 2x minus cos 4x and here it will be cos x minus cos 3x. Okay, into here we can write limit x tends to 0. These things, the residual parts, which are cos 3x, cos x, the denominator which goes up actually, and here cos 4x, then cos 2x. Okay. So obviously you see, if you put 0 over here, this cos 0, all of this cos 0 will become 1 and this part becomes 1 in the next step. So we are left with only this cos 2x minus cos 4x, this part. So we need to do cos c minus cos d over here, that formula, which will give us limit x tends to 0 minus 2, you know, sine c plus d by 2, that is 6x by 2. So sine 3x by sine c minus d by 2, or you can write d minus c by 2. I will reabsorb this thing, 4x minus 2x, so it will be a sine x. Okay. The below part also, it's 2 sine c plus d by 2, that is 3x plus x, 4x by 2, 2x. Then sine c minus d by 2, 3x minus x, which is 2x by 2, which is x. So these two are cancelled and these two are also cancelled, you can see. So after this we will write the formula. So here we write sine 3x by 3x. So I write a 3 over here and this I write 3x tends to 0. I hope you can follow that I have divided by 3x and that's why done this. And for the denominator we will do the same kind of thing. Limit 2x tends to 0, so sine 2x by 2x, whereas 2x tends to 0. So this x becomes already this x and this x, they are actually gone. Okay, and you got this as 1, this also as 1. Okay, so the final answer will be 3.1 by 2.1, which is 3 by 2. I hope you have understood this. So these are the kind of trigo limits examples. Thank you.